Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today I'll be reviewing the WCF Cross s.h.figuarts Monkey D. Luffy. Now this is a special, probably one-time only collab between WCF, so I think it's World Coliseum figure or something like that, or World Collectible figure. It's a brand of miniature figures. Usually they're sort of chipified anime characters with sort of exaggerated proportions. They're usually pretty inexpensive and kind of cute, easy to collect sort of thing. And s.h. Figuarts. I think that they did this as part of an ongoing collab between multiple brands, as well as like the yearly Figure Coliseum thing, where they sort of challenge different sculptors to come up with new ideas, and this is one of those. Now there are actually two versions of this figure, the one that I've got here as well as the exclusive version. The exclusive version has an alternate hand, but effectively they're the exact same figure, so we're looking at the standard release today. And it's interesting to say the least. There's some good stuff and some bad stuff, but we will be getting into all of that. And first off, this is a pretty standard style s.h. Figuarts box. It's similar to a lot of the other smaller characters, like the GT Goku, GT Trunks, Bulma, Pan, and stuff like that. And it's almost proportionally very similar to the Daima figures, even though the Daima figures have full-on boxes. But taken out of the box, here's what Luffy comes with. And it's an okay lineup. It is an inexpensive figure, so it's fine. But we've got the figure itself, an alternate face, two hands for holding the beer mug, an open hand, and the stand and base, and a cape. Now, it is kind of funny that this Luffy comes with the cape when the standard 101 did not, but it is what it is. It is kind of cool that we do have an s.h. Figuarts Luffy with an official cape, or like cloak, coat, or whatever you want to call it at this point. But it's just kind of funny. It is a very, very simple loadout, but this figure itself is quite simple as well. Don't expect it to be as good as like the Daima Dragon Ball figures that they've been doing. They are engineered differently. I imagine this is a completely different team handling this. But taken out of the box and put on a display, here is WCF Luffy, and he looks pretty good. It is the standardish WCF style, where it is small but exaggerated in different features, so his head is quite large compared to the rest of his body. It is not all proportional, but that's pretty normal for anime anyway. And I think that it becomes clearest when you do comparisons with other figures. So here he is next to Daima Goku, so you can see they scale together slightly differently because Daima's got a unique sort of style to it, but they're roughly about the same size. Here he is next to an actual WCF. This is Gear 5 Luffy. Here he is next to the original SHF Wano Luffy, so you can see this same figure just shrunk down, as well as the pre-time skip Romance Dawn Luffy. Here he is next to an SD Gundam, so another deformed figure, and that's about it. It is a decently small figure, but it doesn't mean you can't have a good figure experience with a small figure. So posability on the Luffy is interesting. So he's got a ball joint at the head, and it can move side to side and look up and down. Pretty okay, nothing too crazy. The hat is not removable like some of the others. The arm can rotate all the way around. There is a ghost of a butterfly, but it's fine. There's a bend at the elbow, gets it to about 90 degrees, and a ball joint at the wrist. No ball hinge, so you can't get that much out of it. There's nothing in the chest. The waist can swivel and the sash can move a bit. It is quite limited because the shirt is hard plastic. The legs can move out to the side that far, which is honestly pretty alright. There is an upper thigh swivel, bend at the knee, as well as a ball joint at the foot. And that's it really. Like, you can't get any cool pivots or hinges going. It is a very, very, very simple standard figure. Everything you see on it is pretty much what you can get and what to expect. It's fine, but it's nothing groundbreaking. Now with the previously shown loadout, you can get some pretty okay poses out of him. He is best in static poses, but you can get some slightly actiony poses, especially with his alternate face where he is angry. But this is pretty much a simple display piece, nothing too crazy. It even comes with a base that can plug into his back, and that pretty much shows the lack of faith in having this thing stand up on its own power. It can, but it's not super good for it, especially once you chuck on the coat. And the coat does plug in rather snugly and looks pretty good with it. Again, it's kind of funny having s.h. Figuarts Luffy with the coat when the regular one didn't have it. But yeah, it's a fine figure. I do like it, but it's not really the best by any means. All the paintwork and detail is nice. There's not a whole lot of paint, which is normal for s.h.figuarts, and you get some pretty nice options like the beer mug, and having that being able to swap between hands is cool, but generally it is lacking in the accessories department, but it is also lacking in posability and everything like that. It's just a very simple stock standard figure. It's a cool proof of concept, but I do think it will just be this one time, especially since they do intend you to put it in the big WCF display that they released alongside this Luffy, where you chuck this one in the center and it looks really nice because it goes through all his gears. But yeah, not my favorite s.h.figuarts by any means. It is fine, but it's similar to some of the other One Piece ones where it's just fine, held back in some regards. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time.